Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while.
2 weeks, huh?
Yeah,
What is that in European time frame? How is
six
what is
meters.
okay?
I think that's the math.
It adds up. It's legit.
Yeah, pretty sure. Pretty sure on that one. Yeah, hopefully you guys everybody's doing well. Welcome back. Uh, excited to be back online doing this thing. This is gonna be fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. That's the word.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be good.
I'm optimistic. I
That's
I
good.
like to pretend to be a curmudgeon, but really, I'm Pollyanna all the way
That's
through.
that's good to hear too.
Did you did you eat a lot of turkey last week? Are you still eating turkey this week? That's a
I
better
ate
question.
enough. Uh, we didn't. We did not get an obscene amount. We got enough.
So Canada has a Thanksgiving kind of day. Does is there something like that elsewhere in the world? Do you know any other countries?
I don't know.
And do they eat turkey, or do they eat something that actually has a little more flavor to it?
I I would imagine it's got maple in it somewhere, whatever it is.
The Canadian one, sure.
I'm just generalizing there, but yeah, probably something like that.
I saw some New York Times opinion post last week saying, "Stop eating turkey for Thanksgiving. It's not any good."
No. Hey guys, hello and welcome to SketchUp Live. I am Aaron. I'm the SketchUp guy,
Jody,
and with me,
Jody, that's
there,
me.
there we go.
Feeling, I'm feeling sort of loquacious today, so
Ooh, that's that means you drank too much water this morning. I can't remember how that one works.
or drink too much something,
Oh.
right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. It's good to be back. It's been a couple days, couple weeks. I hope everyone had. If you're U.S. side, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. If you're elsewhere, I hope you had a good week last week. Um, we're back at it, and yeah, excited to do some live modeling. We're going to see how this goes. We are going to hop in just a second, and we are going to 3D model in SketchUp all the SketchUp family logos. This is going to be like machine parts, which we've done several times before. But in this, we're going to actually create these things in 3D. So I don't want to get bogged down too much in the logos themselves. I mean, they are what they are. There are logos. Jody and I weren't involved with making them necessarily. So we kind of. When did you see the logos, Jody?
Probably 2 to 3 weeks before the kickoff. Well after they were blessed.
Opinions had been rendered by that point. So
I definitely formed an opinion immediately when I saw them, but I will allow that my opinion has shifted
I
over
agree.
time.
I was the same. Well, and we were both involved with SketchUp. Not I wasn't working there, but I was using at the time when there was the original house logo too. So we've been through multiple shifts.
Yeah, see, they were. It was a piece of paper with a pencil
Going way
when I was a
back.
boy. Yeah, I
Um,
guess the logo itself. I don't even remember what that was. I guess it was a. I don't remember. Holy crap!
that's a ways
Somebody tell me
back.
it's. Somebody tell me what the logo was in 2004.
Ooh, that's too far to go. All right, guys.
Oh,
Uh,
Colin's calling you out.
so
How many
yes,
extensions?
I haven't installed any extensions yet. So yes, the answer
There you
is
go.
yes. I won't. How's that? Uh, yeah, I don't have any extensions installed in 2021 yet. So we're gonna do this purely just the default file. So let's go ahead. Let's hop in.
Except
Let's start doing this thing.
except the 3D connection plugin, right?
Oh, I did copy over the 3D connection, so I can use my. Gotta get this. So I
So
can
just to
use
be clear,
this.
you're using Catalina, you're using SketchUp
Yes.
2021, and
Yes.
you got the SketchUp 2020 3D connection extension for
Yes.
their device, which you
Those are
copied
all
and
true
pasted.
statements. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Thanks. I'm glad they're statements.
that's where we're operating from. That's ground zero. All right. Okay, so I'm going to. Dave is saying that 3.1 is a roll of paper with a pencil.
That's what I said. Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Dave. Thanks, Dave.
There you go. Okay, so I do have an image that I want to load in here. So I'm going to throw it on as a watermark as per usual. Come in here to my styles. Whoops. And I'm going to go to watermark and add this image in my desktop. Put it in the background. Probably don't need quite that big. No, that's not size. Oh. Throw it over here and then get it small enough so it's, there we go. All I need is a visual reference. Okay, now I'm going to be honest with you guys. Generally speaking, when I do these live models, I'll get together reference images, that kind of stuff. I'll do some Googling, but that's about as far as I go. I can't help but think a little bit about how I would design something, but I generally don't go in and design anything beforehand. That's kind of not necessarily the fun of the process. So I like figuring out how to do this and kind of walk you guys through it. That's kind of the goal here. So I did a little bit of pre-modeling investigative work with this model. Specifically, what I did was I wanted at least some idea of what the dimensions were in here. If you download these from the 3D Warehouse, and we actually have a link for those files, our coworker Mike Tadros actually went through and modeled these before the release and posted them in the 3D Warehouse, so you can get them right now. They're scaled to kind of a weird size where the dimensions are odd or off. So what I did is I did a little bit of work ahead of time to figure out how big all this stuff is supposed to be, just a general proportion. So what I found out was this, I'll call this like, I don't know, a branch, a logo line, where right here, right across here, that piece, if this is all scaled so that that piece, without the 45 cutoff, is 12 inches tall, then the entire logo is 3'4". So I don't know if that was intentionally like the proportions, but that dimension worked for me. So I did a little bit of work just to see what that dimension would be by scaling and drawing and stuff like that. I figured that wouldn't be very much fun to hear me mumble to myself and draw lines and scale and draw lines and scale. So it was about an hour of that introspective modeling.
There's a lot of story a lot of preamble to this build.
Well, normally I just come in and start modeling and don't think about anything. I just wanted to be transparent with you guys. I do kind of know what I'm doing this time. So if you want to tune out, I'll understand.
I'm just sitting here watching. I'm on the blog post about this. I just keep watching the little animated little video orbiting around these things. It's fun. I can't wait to orbit around on yours. It looks like there's a fair amount of shared content you can take between some of these. Like the top corner is the same across almost all of them.
Yeah. So that's what's the first thing that got me about these logos originally is this one's sort of an exception to this, but the rest of them have this round corner at the top all the way across, and the rest of them have it on this side and this side. See that all the way across? And then the front is this square corner. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to start by coming in here and could draw a rectangle. That's the wrong keyboard, get out of here. So I'm going to start, like I said, it's 3'4" by 3'4" cube. So I'm going to put 3'4" in here. And I'll pull that up, 3'4". That's what I'm going to start with. Now, this curve right here, and this curve right here, and this curve right here, I believe is the same as these legs, these things. So I'm going to make that 12 inches. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to come up 12, and then grab an arc, Where's my point? There we go. And across this way 12. Oops. That's a line, not an arc. There we go. And we'll pull it out till it turns magenta. And let's see if I can do that. I can also put that same arc. Why does that not look like it's square?
That looks rectangular to me.
It surely does. All right, let's check some dimensions. 3'4", 3'10" 3/4".
That's close. From space.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so let's grab this line, shift it this way, 3'4".
How'd you do that? How exactly did you do that, Aaron?
I honestly, all right, 3'4". I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Wow. All right.
You take a week off, what happens? You lost your SketchUp muscle.
I don't know what happened. What is going on? It's all falling apart. Obviously, I just gotta model more. Okay, I should feel like I should start over. Try that all again. It's all a mess. All right, I'm gonna come up here and put an arc up here also, just 12, 12, and an arc between the 2 points. All right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this arc first, and I'm just gonna pull that all the way to the ground. And now I'm gonna come underneath, grab this line, and this line, and do a follow me, which I learned watching a video does have a default shortcut of Shift F and run it that way. That now is my default shape for all 6 logos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to triple click and make this a group. And then I'm going to...
I just typed furiously. Did you hear that?
I didn't. I wasn't paying very good attention though.
Okay, that's fine. That means that I'm using the good mic with noise canceling, so you won't hear me crunch or talk to my wife or hear the dogs.
Well, another 30 people just dropped off the live stream when they heard that, Jody.
William may drop off if you don't save, though. You should probably save.
Okie dokie. That makes a lot of sense.
So did you calculate what this arc was, or are you winging it?
Well, I did a magenta arc based on this being 12. So that was kind of...
You're making assumptions.
Right. And so I'm going to work off of, because when I look at all of these, the simplest one is probably this logo right here. But I'm going to start with the SketchUp logo. Because some of these other ones...
That simple pre-design logo, we should probably call out what each one is.
This is pre-design.
Is basically the SketchUp logo with the front face of it whited out.
Filled in, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see if this works. If I take, so I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to grab most of this. Turn off. Oh, it broke. Okay, I'm just going to grab these 3 lines. And I'm going to offset it 12. So we're going to test my theory out right in here. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to push it in. Actually, this will go all the way across. So I'll take it to right here for right now. I'll leave it right there. I'm just going to keep cleaning up lines as I go too. All right, up on the top, all of this is going to get offset again, 12. I'll have to come in here and put that arc in. I'll have to figure out what that is. And then down here, I'm going to offset that from here to here, also 12. Okay, I do a little more offsetting. I'll push this through to here. Push this down to here and get rid of those lines. This.
Well, so I'm curious because YouTube says that they look like dinner mints. I don't think I've ever eaten a dinner mint that looks like these. I guess I can kind of see. Maybe I can see what he's saying, but not very well.
I guess dinner mints come in all shapes and sizes.
That's right. It's true.
All right. I need to figure this out right here. This is obviously not working. I
have to say that as you orbited a second ago, I was actually able to see the SU that people keep saying they see in the logo.
Oh, well, welcome.
Like I can see it right there, which is curious because I always only
SU.
saw the 3D before.
Yeah, it's hard to see the 3 right now unless I get to this. Until you do color, the 3D doesn't show up very well.
Yeah.
All right. So the second part is this right here. So we know this. So this is evidence right here that offsetting this line to here doesn't create that. It creates a teeny bit of an arc. So I don't quite have a flat 90-degree corner here. See, it's a little bit off. So I'm going to need to come up with a dimension to put there. Let's see. This to here is 1'4". So I'm going to say, I'm going to go with half that. I think that might be about right. So half of 16 is 8. So I'm going to come over 8 inches. I'm going to start an arc right here. Oh, what's your problem?
Or it says start with the inside dimension first.
Well, it should be the same if it's half, right?
I guess. Sure. What's that little inset line there? What's that all about? Yeah.
That's that little tiny. So what I did offset this corner, it's not quite down to 0. So it's got a little something there.
A little something.
All right, so let's see how this looks. I think that works. I'm going to go with it. I probably could have saved that. Let's make this too much work.
How could I make this harder?
That's right. Let's come this way. 8 inches. Well, let me do this. I'm not sure why that's not. Why is it not letting me do that arc across there? It's disappearing when I close it. I don't know. Nope. All right. Anyhow, let's go this way. 8 inches. Point right there. And then I got to close up this corner because of that little tiny bit of an arc to get my 8 inches here. And then come across here to here. Magenta. Get rid of those 2 lines. And that should pull through just to here. All right. That is a lot of what I want. All right, so I got to get this cleaned up. I was thinking there's a couple ways I could do this. If I just pull this through like this, pull this one through like this, that does it. And I can grab it all, intersect face with selection, and then I can come through here and just wrecking ball cleanup. All right, like this. Somebody got unwelded. I don't like that. Clean up these lines on the flats, and then I will Alt erase these lines. One here, have one here. Just erase these. Cool. So now, just initial look. I think, like I said, I'm feel fairly good about these dimensions. But of course, it's never that simple, because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come in and chop all these corners off, which makes pulling dimensions off of anything difficult. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this one right here, make an option of it, or a copy of it, and just shove it down 12 feet low. Just to keep as like a backup. And then I'll come into this one, and we'll knock some corners off now. So,
Isn't the fancy word for that chamfer?
Chamfer.
Chamfer.
I added an accent to it for some unknown reason.
You sound so international that way.
It's just kind of how I am, cultured and stuff. All right, like this. It's just a 2 inch by 2 inch angle there, I believe. So I'm gonna grab these two lines, and I'm gonna say Shift F for follow me. You know, it's funny. I always say that follow me is one of my favorite commands, but I've never mapped it to my 3D mouse.
3D mouse?
I don't have a shortcut key to it on this mouse. I still think it's really good. I really like it, but it's just, I guess it's just not something I use very often.
So the question is, so, I mean, it can be your favorite, but how often do you use it?
Well, that's
right?
the thing.
Mapping is all about how often are you like, I really should just map this.
Yeah, I guess I was just thinking that I really don't show it the appreciation it deserves.
Okay.
But you're right. You're right. That's a good excuse.
So mapping it to a button is not so much about functionality. It's purely just to show respect to the tool.
That's right. I want it to feel good about itself. All right. So going through here, I got to do the same thing. I got to chamfer this. It's going to come around here, across here, down here, back here. It's a subtractive face, so I'm going to create a face inside the volume that's going to pull out. I can do that from outside, though. I can come here, come this way, too. I can come down, too. And then, oops, missed it. Connect those two edges together. And if I hop inside, I should see that. Beautiful. If you do something like this, you do have to get the camera inside the volume. You can't click through with like X-ray or something like that. So I'm going to grab those lines. I'm going to choose follow me. So like I said, then I have to go inside here. It's something, I guess you could do it with a command like section planes or something like that. You could cut that off, but you can't do it with X-ray. I have spent more than a little bit of time trying to figure out how to use X-ray to pick through, and you just can't do that.
So Stefan said that he already modeled all of these and put them up on the warehouse. So
and used Fredo corner.
How many people here have also done this? Yeah. Is that what Mike used? Was the Fredo corner?
I think so. It flashed. It's such a fast video that it's hard to tell what's going on. But I said I think we can get through all of it without using any. So let's keep at it and see if that's the case. So this gets kind of weird because our curve starts all the way up at 1 foot. This chamfer comes down 2 inches, so this is actually going to cut off this angle here, which would be kind of interesting. So I'm going to grab this line. I'm going to say follow me, and then hit this piece right here. So one of the things about follow me that sets it apart from push-pull is push-pull will, on its initial push, stop. So if I had used push-pull, I could have pushed it out to here, and then would have had to do a second push-pull or an option push-pull to pull it through. Follow me follows the line all the way to its end, so I end up with this overlapping geometry, which is actually what I want, because I want to take this face and intersect the two of them so I can get rid of these edges here like this. I think I'm done.
All right, sweet. Well, it was a good run this week.
That's good. And the rest take care of themselves.
You didn't even use Fredo Corner for that, which is what everybody else was using.
Nope, that's right, extension free. All right, so just to verify, we don't have colors in here yet, but let's go ahead and hop to an ISO view. Oh, no, first let's get to our parallel projection. There we go. And now we'll get to like about where we should be. And now we'll go hit ISO, and that should snap us directly into that view. Oh, this looks pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that's if you stick your tongue out while you use your 3D mouse, it's easier. That overlaps pretty well. I feel pretty solid about that.
Turn on transparency to see if even your chamfers work.
That's good thinking.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put us back through this process.
Sorry, put the tongue away. All right, camera. Nope, that's in view.
You looks legit.
Looks pretty close. Yeah, that's the back edge. Looks lining up. All right, cool. So we're gonna go with those dimensions, those proportions. We got to get out of this X-ray though. X-ray kills. I know some people. I've seen some people do a lot of work with X-ray turned on. I have a hard time working in X-ray.
I like to like use it just to make sure I'm not screwing up. It feels like one of those where I should actually map a shortcut to it.
That makes sense. I would understand that thinking. So save, Command S.
Do it.
Hot saving. All right, so up next, we got this thing. So what I believe this looks like, so if I think about it, and I'm doing math in my head, so you guys will have to forgive me on that one. But if I look at this looks like the same thing here. So this looks like this line is probably a foot up off the ground. These two pieces are even, but I don't think they're a foot, because if this was the same size piece as this, well, it'd look the same. It obviously isn't the same. I think this is an odd dimension. So what I want to do is I want to first off, okay. So first thing I'm going to do, I want to take this geometry. All right, I got too many thoughts. I'm thinking of 3 different ways to do this right now, but here's the one I'm going to do. I'm going to take this face right here, and I'm going to push that down to 12 inches off the ground. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to use move. I'm going to grab it right here. I'm going to say option copy and bring it down to right here, 2'4". It's also the top of the curve right there. Now I'm going to take that again, and I'm going to move it to the middle, because everything seems to be the same here. All right. Now I think this part might be totally wrong. I'm going to take that again and copy it in the middle there and in the middle here. Now I think if I come through here now and I get rid of this piece here, I think that is correct. Let's see. I think that's right. I might have to pull this down a little bit bigger, but I want to start with that and get my chamfers on here. All right, so let's keep working with this. This will be what we do for now, and then if we have to come back afterwards, we might have to come back.
Slugor said that slice was handy here. I don't think I've used slice. What is slice?
It's a citrus carbonated beverage. It's very tasty.
That's what I was thinking as well. But
gosh, that's probably old. That probably don't even make that anymore, right? That's probably like an old guy thing to remember, like Tab.
So I saw they recently, like Mr. Pibb. They officially stopped making Mr. Pibb recently, or maybe it was Tab. I don't know.
Never really been a fan of either of them.
Whenever I think of Tab, I always think of Back to the Future, though.
Yes. Just give me a tab.
Just give me a tab. You're going to have to order some first, buddy.
Yep. All right. So classic. I got this chamfer on one side. So what I'm going to do now is just say, take that, just copy it down to here. And then I'm going to copy it from here down to here. And then I can erase this one because that intersects. This one's not going to intersect because just like on the other piece, it's going to overlap. So I'm going to grab all these faces down here. I'm going to right click and intersect face with selection, and then I can get rid of.
Yeah, Slice was discontinued in the late 2000s.
Oh, so it's not that old. It's a competitive market, though. I guess. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. Sorry, that was probably a loud slurping noise. Okay, rather than go through all that mess to get this angle like I did over here, I'm going to come down here and copy this, 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 and this. I'm going to copy that. And then
Cheater.
I'm
Nothing.
going to say edit, paste in place. And then I'm going to copy it from, let's see, the end of the arc up to the end of the arc. And then come back this way 12 inches. Draw it across like that. All right, now I'm going to take that. I did that out of context. I did that out on the container, so I can cut it now, go into context, and edit, paste in place. And now I'll take that and push it down through like that. All right, now we're close. Obviously, I need another chamfer here, so I'm going to go this way 2 inches. I'm going to draw it down 2 inches. Whoop. I hit 2 delete rather than 2 enter. That does not work.
Doesn't do much of anything, really.
Nope. I'm going to grab these 3 lines.
I think paste in place is the extension, or I mean the tool that I feel like I should have mapped, which I still haven't mapped.
It's definitely, for about 3 or 4 versions now, it has been one of my first shortcuts to set up with the new version.
Although I just noticed you did not use a shortcut. You used it the way I used it.
Did I use it out of the menu?
Yeah.
See? Out of the box SketchUp, that's what we're doing.
Boom.
Not like out of the box, like thinking in different ways, like out of the box, like just pulled it fresh out, got that fresh off the factory floor smell on it.
Set it down on your desk and started using it.
Slugor uses Alt-V for that. All right, so one may think that we're done at this point, but we're not. This is something I noticed. So if I look at this right here, you'll notice when we look at it, we see this surface right here through the little hole in the top. Right here, it's actually white. So that means this is actually cut out. There is no bottom. There's no back here. This is actually see-through all the way. So what we got to do is come over here, let's say 10 inches. That's going to line up with this point right here. Come this way, 2'4", and then bring it back over, and then take that option.
Studio said that in PowerCAD, paste in place is the default behavior for paste.
That makes a lot of sense.
I can respect that. SketchUp should be that way.
We have some people we could talk to about that. You know, it's funny. I don't know, Jody, I don't know if you get this. I get this every once in a while. People ask me to change things in SketchUp.
I always just say, you betcha, I'll get right on that. And then I delete that email.
Hey, I thought you said you weren't being cynical anymore.
See, I'm laughing. That's the Pollyanna part. I didn't say I'm not cynical. I said I sound cynical, but really.
All right, there we go. So now we're seeing the ground behind that thing. I think that's it. Like I said, the only thing I don't know is if these chunks are tall enough. So what do we got right now? Right now we got, if we go vertically, there's a 7-inch chunk and they should be the same, 7-inch. And then over here, this should be 12 inches. Yeah. So the only thing I don't know, we'll line it up in just a second to see if this needs to come down another, I don't know, inch or something. So we'll go ahead and we'll check right now. We'll go to camera, parallel projection. We will get it into a nice ISO view. Whoa, that's pretty close. Yeah, that's... What do you guys think? Is that right? Should we turn X-ray on again? I think that lines up right.
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Then, which makes sense. I mean, I just used 50% of the slice, which could be the thing. All right, I'm gonna say it's good. I'm gonna go with it.
So Slugor said, don't forget to round over on the back underside edges.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, I gotta ask Slugor because I saw you on the. I don't know. I want to know what Slugor stands for. Is it like metals mined from slugs by slugs, or is it slug gore, like gross violence against slugs, like stomping on a slug is slug creates slug gore? I'm just curious.
I'll let you know as soon as an answer pops up. It's probably going to be a really long. It's going to take a minute because it's got to type out a very long story explaining it.
All right, so I'm feeling good about that second one. I'm gonna move on. All right, so this one, there are two pieces on here that I don't want to say apprehensive.
Saw Twitter. Twitter forced him to change it.
Oh, hey, you stuck with it.
By virtue of
commitment.
What he had didn't exist. Yeah.
All right. This is the piece. This is the one piece that I'm totally honestly a little apprehensive about, because there's two spots in these logos where we almost break with the 3D view. This is one of them. So this little cube floating in the front is going to be not a problem. This piece in the back is not a problem. But this hole that plunges into the logo is, I feel like, almost a 2D artifact. See what I'm saying right here? So this is going to be interesting. We're going to do it. I'm not scared. You're scared. I'm not scared. But it's going to take a little bit of work. This is not going to be quite as straightforward, I don't think. At least the way that I'm thinking about it.
But you can, like, if you watch the video that plays on loop on the blog post for the new logo, you can see it all being 3D. So it can be done.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. All right, so we're going to go this way 12. We're going to go this way 12. And I'm going to go this way 12. I'll take that and just, whoops. Plot that over here. All right, so that's our cube. Do I still have this loaded? I don't. Well, that'll work, right?
Yeah.
Well, my proportions tell me that I should be able to just drop this. If I stick this here, is this 12 inches? It is. Ooh, I got to keep that pasted on my clipboard. That's the hole out of here, which perfectly gives me the shapes I need. In fact, I could take that right now, rotate that this way.
Yeah. Put it on all three faces.
Saving time, man. Awesome. So this is what I want. Whoop, that was wrong.
That's that's funny
There we go.
looking.
All right, so if I grab all that, cut it, edit, paste in place. You know what? Actually, I want to test something because again, I haven't mapped anything. If I hit Option V, so my shortcuts came over. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so this, and this are gibmes. That's easy. To create my envelope on the inside, I think if I take this through to here, take this option through to here, option, take this down to here, then grab all of it, intersect face with the selection. Now I should be able to just chip away here.
Chip away, isn't that an Indian tribe?
Could be.
It's Chippewa.
Wow.
Thanks. You didn't respond appropriately.
No, I got no idea what you're talking about. Doesn't mean you're wrong though.
Whatever, Aaron. Jeez.
All right, so if I come in here, this is a better way to put it. Delete, 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 delete. I guess this doesn't really matter too much because
You're not gonna be able to see it anyway.
I'm going to cut it all out in a second anyhow. But you know how I do things. All right, that looks cool. And I'm using erase here rather than cleanup because no extensions. I almost said like in the old days. I don't know what that really meant necessarily. So I didn't say it until I said it.
Yeah, YouTube was already criticizing your suggestion that you think you're old. You can't say old days too much.
Age is all relative. That's something my kids say. My kids have started using this term back in the day.
Oh.
Like, you weren't even around back in the day, whenever that was.
So my son had a birthday beginning of last week, and his friend who lives in Texas, so they had to mail it. So it just got here on Monday. Got him a gift, and they got him a gift that says, my favorite son bought me this mug or something like this. Now this friend is, a 14-year-old or a 13-year-old, same age as him, referring to him as the dad. Because 13-year-olds are weird, man.
I'd argue with that if I could. All right, so now I can delete some more lines. Like I said, as I'm doing this, I'm kind of thinking, actually, hold up. Put this line back in. If I look at this, so this becomes, no, that's fine. Everything's cool. So if I go 12 inches down, right, that's right here. Come this way, 1'8". No, 8 inches is what I wanted to do there.
Ashley said all her friends called her mom when she was in high school. I'm going to presume she's out of high school now. I don't know if I can still call her a kid.
Yeah, I did hang out with some kids who were 2 years younger than me. I was in a band with some guys, and they called me Pops. 2 years.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Never talk to them again.
So what I'm curious about, what you got going on, and maybe you're about to fix this, is you've got a white border, and I don't imagine that border on the top edge is from the box, from the cube. It's from behind.
Right. So that's,
right?
I came down 12 inches from here. It should be 12 inches. Oh, I was off axis. So that's 12 inches. You ever have one of those thoughts where you're like, yeah, this is going to work, but I don't know how to explain it or show it? This doesn't happen very often because, this is what I'm supposed to do for a living. Let me show you. Let me show you my thoughts.
Show, don't tell.
That's right. All right, so I'm going to start by, this is going to be, I think, easier to see if I do this. This is where, by the way, round corner or Fredo corner would help a lot, because I could do this all in one click, whereas what I'm going to have to do is come in here, put those two sides in, then come do the bottom like this, push pull that all the way through like this. Actually, no, I could just push pull that up to here, and then okay. So when I look at that, that's the view. This is what I was saying. This is where we get out of 3D space a little bit, and we start to project 2D geometry onto 3D objects. So this line right here needs to extend out to meet this line in 2D space as I see it, and then cut through. What that is going to end up causing is basically, you know, so right now if we look at hidden, it's going to mean that this line goes here and then up and then up and then up a little bit till it comes to the peak right here, and then it's going to slope back down. It's going to be this shape like that that's cut in, where if you look at it straight from here, it creates a straight line. That's the thing I know.
I want to create a collar on the cube, like a little Dracula collar that flips up on the back of that, rather than messing around with the background.
So that's an option. So what I think I'm going to do, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to create a plane that's the plane I'm looking at, right? So this is the plane. I'm going to grab this, make that into a group so I can toggle that off when I need to so it gets out of my way. Like now, I'm going to hide it. Get rid of my hidden geometry. All right, so this now, I gotta think how to do this though. So this, I need to turn into, oh, that's how I'll do it. Okay, I'm excited. I figured something out. I'm gonna find the center of this piece. I'm gonna go grab my polygon. I'm gonna draw a 6-sided polygon from here to here.
Oh, clever. Clever. Nice.
Clever girl.
So Lucas commented that this reminds him of MC Escher.
I could see that.
See creating an Escher false 3D in SketchUp. And I'm thinking that sounds like a perfect future project.
I like that. I modeled the stairs once, the stairs that always go up.
Yeah.
That was something. That would be fun. That's a good idea. I like that. Somebody write that down. All right, so now I'm going to take this shape, make it a group. I'm going to make this into a group. I'll make sure these two are solid. I don't think, I have a feeling this is probably solid. This one probably has some stuff on the inside. So let's isolate this. And, oops. Whoops. There's your problem. How about now? All right, I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. I'm guessing that I have some straggling geometry somewhere. Maybe. All right, so I know that line's good. I'm gonna grab the lines that I'm good with and hide them. This all looks like it should be here. I don't see any extra geometry. Grab these lines, just the lines. So I'm going to turn these faces off, and then I'm going to actually I can just.
What is that curvy blue line? Is that the back of the?
Yeah,
back of the back?
That's back here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is still not solid. I wonder why. All right, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna grab it. Explode it. Oh, my hidden geometry.
Wah wah.
All right. Solid group. Still not a solid group. What's your problem, man? All right. Here's what I'm going to do. Grab these 1, 2, 3, 4 faces. I'm going to copy them. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to edit, paste in place. Make a new group. And she's solid. So something was floating around inside that group, but now we're good. I will tell you, so far, the extension I'm missing most is Solid Inspector, because I think that would have been easier if I had been able to just do that. All right, so now, in theory, if I take this piece right here, I go grab my solid tools, and I subtract that from this piece right here. I get this, so like I said, looking at it from an angle, I got this weird cutout, but if I look at it straight on like this, it should look better. And then if I unhide this, all right.
Oh,
I gotta.
Is you think that's the background? I'm not gonna complain.
Uh-oh. What? Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, the white there? I do think so.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
Ty suggested that maybe you might want to save.
Excellent idea. I shall. Okay. Whew. I'm glad that worked out, because that was the piece.
So
that I was
Connie
not quite sure to do.
Like, he called it exactly. He said it's an intersection with an extruded hexagon. So
Oh.
he said that right at the same time you figured it out.
Awesome. Great minds, man. And ours. All right. Next, I'm going to get rid of these corners here. I'm going to start here to almost, how far can I take one follow me? Let's see. I could take this one here, 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 here. No, I don't like that because that'll end weird. All right, let's see what happens if I do that. That's a pretty good start. Now I just have a couple pieces to go. This one down here is super easy. 2 inches and 2 inches. And erase. So this one, I'll have to do the thing I did before with an internal face. Bring it around like this. Pop my head inside, which, by the way, is so much easier to do with the 3D mouse. I gotta admit. And then follow me here. And then I can just connect these up to get that triangle corner. And triangle corner. Perspective weirded me out there. I thought it was the wrong size. So with that, getting through them, getting through them.
This next one is a complete departure.
Yeah, this is the other. So I have 2 pieces on this. I'm a little. So that's where I'm at. Okay, so I think I'm gonna save, of course. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, because I'm assuming this top chunk looks the same size, so I'm gonna bring it down 12. And then I'm gonna bring it down 1'4", And then we're just going to get rid of this middle piece.
Sluggo said that the that previous icon, the warehouse icon, looks like a promotional giveaway Torx tool. That would be awesome if we like printed those out and you could use them as a fixed size Torx or hex driver.
I like that.
Or maybe we just make a bunch of different sizes that are for a SketchUp logo for all the different size hex bits.
Just, I don't know if that'd be too comfortable to hold on to, but it does look like it could work in a pinch.
We have to make a special holder that holds the bit holder, a holder for the holder, you know, obviously.
All right, so I lost my inside radius because I cut and pasted something else. So I'm gonna hop in here and I'm gonna, oops, reverse this face. Oh, that was so embarrassing. I'm gonna grab all of this, set outline, Control C, and to keep this easier, in case I do that again, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that, Sumele. All right, and I'm gonna come in here, Command V, slide up against this line, slide it down against this line, and with that, get rid of this, push this up like that. Option erase all of this. Pretty close to having that back piece done. This is the easy one. I'm gonna go this way 2 inches. I'm gonna drop, whoops, straight down 2 inches and bring it back up. Remember, because this is not actually on the face because that curve starts at the top and goes all the way through. Grab these pieces. I'm going to follow me. I'm going to grab all of it, intersect face with the selection, and then I can again just nip these little chunks off there.
Snip, snip.
So that's the, I don't think the top will be hard. I think aligning it's going to be difficult, and I think getting this, again, we have a 2D cut in a 3D item, so that'll be a little weird.
Yeah, that's the only logo that has a curve on the front instead of a hard corner.
Right. So what I'm going to do, I think, put that right there, come back this way, 12, come this way, 12, slide this one down so it's in line there, slide this one this way so it's in line there. All right, so I have a theory about this. I don't know if this is going to work out or not. I think this chunk is rotated about the center of that cube. So I'm going to grab all of it and I'm going to rotate it on this line right here 180 degrees. So I think that is how it's set up, but I won't know for sure until I go line it up and everything. So all right, I'm gonna start by cutting off the corner. I'm gonna get all chamfery again. Whoops. I seem to be saying whoops a lot.
It's it's your thing.
Is it? Okay.
Sure. It could be your catchphrase.
Well, I try not to say or anything like that too much because that annoys me. But apparently I'm okay with lots of whoopses. All right. Now. Okay. Scratch my back. Okay. I think this doesn't look like it's square, so I think this is 12 inches in. So I'm going to grab this piece right here. And I'm going to option move it 12 to get that cut. I'm looking at this right here, this gap, And it looks like it's the same as the chamfer. So I'm going to try 2 inches. Ooh, it's snapping to 4 inches, and that looks close. Well, here, how long is... That's almost 3 inches. I'll just do a 2, and then we can move it if we need to. 2.
We can always adjust.
That's right. Adjustments.
We have the technology.
They do. That is true. I think we've pretty well proven it's okay to launch into something like this without knowing what's going on. All right. Now I'm going to have to do some work in parallel projection. So I'm going to come in here, parallel projection, get my camera to an ISO view. All right, so obviously that idea of spinning around the middle was not the right thing. That didn't work. And this gap does not look big enough. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to get my...
That looks pretty good. That looks pretty close.
It's close.
Did you hover it over it? I looked away. I was reading. So Jean is, I think he's from France. Yeah, he's French. 13 years old, and he said he follows all your shows and models the stuff that you modeled.
Well, that's awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Thank you, Jean.
Also, Slugor thinks that a Whoops t-shirt is probably in your future.
I love that idea. I should make a note of that. I don't have a writing thing.
Write that down next to the Escher model.
Escher model and a Whoops t-shirt. I like it. Okay. No, this doesn't need it. So I'm making a scene because I want to come in here and model. So I'm gonna try doing 1 inch here, and then I can hop back to the scene. Oh, I gotta get rid of that animation. It kills me. That looks closer.
So Andy's questioning if that top section is only 7 inches high. It's 12, right? Both of them are 12?
These are 12, yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely not right because I spun it around the middle of the cube, and obviously that's not right. I'm going to handle one fire at a time. First thing I'm going to do is get this cleaned up so I can't see the back edge. I don't want to not have it be solid, so I'm not just going to erase everything. I'm going to start by erasing everything. I'm going to tie this back here like this. So we'll still have a solid piece, but when we go to this scene, it should disappear. Okay, so that I'm happy with.
There we go.
I'm going to grab all of this and all of this, make it a group, and
so right now, the top needs to be slid back. Dave calls this out, and so maybe it's not around the center. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I really don't. I guess I don't care. I just have to push it back. So I'm gonna. I created a line right here. I'm gonna rotate that line to 45 degrees. That way, I can grab this and I can stay on the line just as a reference and just start moving it back. Because it looks like it hits right there-ish.
Yeah, it's enough that
Let's try 11 inches exactly.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go grab that thing out of the warehouse. I'm not going to tell you the answer until afterwards, but you know.
Well, I mean, if this is what we're checking against, that's pretty close. You know what I need to do? I need to turn these edges off, though, these profiles. I need more precision. Ooh, that's better. Okay, so let's... Man.
Andy wonders if maybe it should only be 7 inches deep. He said tall, but he meant deep. If that would affect it.
Which
might be moot at this point.
Which what?
The top piece only being 7 inches deep instead of 12.
No, because look, this one over here is 7 inches, and this one you can tell. See that's 7 inches. This is obviously bigger. I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
like that's pretty darn close. Well, you guys can chew on that. If you can think of something I might be able to do to. I don't know. I feel pretty confident about that. If I keep looking at it, nothing's changing. All right. Oh, Andy says I'm right. Moving on.
Perfect.
I got to shut the window. I'm cold. All right. I think. No, I'm just going to start from scratch. All right. I got to get back into perspective. Makes my brain dizzy to be in that other view for very long. I'm going to grab these lines and copy them. And I'm going to come place them on the next cube in a couple spots. I'm going to do this out of context intentionally because I want to move these around without having to worry about them sticking. So I'm going to put it right here, shift it this way 12, drop it down 12, and that's where that has to go. Now I'm going to take it and rotate a copy around to this side, and then rotate a copy around to this side, and get a couple extra lines like this, connecting it all up. Awesome. Now I'm going to grab all of that, cut it, come in context, paste in place. Get rid of that, get rid of that. All right, so I'll take this one all the way through. Yes, yes. This one's only going to come down to here. This one's going to come through to here. All right, I don't know what I'm doing, so I have to intersect face with selection. Do some quick cleanup. Let's get rid of some pieces real quick, and then figure out what the next step is. All right, that was good. Okay, so we're looking at this. That goes away, this goes away. What's not right? Oh, I did too much. I need. Oh, back it up, back it up. There we go, to right there. Come down here.
You're trying to create a shortcut for triple click?
A shortcut for triple click?
Yeah. I don't know if you can. I don't know if it's possible.
Isn't clicking short enough?
Well, maybe if you're using a trackpad, it can be a little weird.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
I'm just spitballing though. Which is gross, really. It's kind of a...
It is kind of yucky.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man, come on. Oh no, this goes all the way through now. This is perfect. All right, so take this chunk, stretch that through like that, get rid of these little guys. What is, oh hell, heck. Stuff's getting crazy. Oh, it's such a mess. Clean up, clean up. All right, I'm gonna intersect everything and clean some things up. There's too much going on here. Jody's dogs agree with me.
You can hear that?
It has gotten out of hand. All right, I'm gonna take this face and I'm gonna copy it back to here. Wow, this is supposed to be a simple one. All right, so now I have all the pieces that I need to... No, I don't, because I got to take this one too. Oh. And... Okay. All right, I'm going to grab all that, intersect face with selection, and now I'm going to start erasing things. And this should get simpler and simpler. Delete. No! Didn't you hear what I said about simpler and simpler?
It looks simply as a big, simple mess.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what happened here. All right, I'm hitting the reset. Hold up. All right, let's try that again. Get this thing positioned. All right, X, come in here, edit, paste in place. Now just chill out for a second, Aaron. Just relax.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, now this guy right here is going to go all the way through. I know this to be true. That is true. This piece right here didn't intersect, but this is going to go through to here. So far, so good. This piece here can come down like this. This piece here can come down like this. All right. Again, we're all right. We're all right.
So far, so good.
Now, all I have to do now is continue this line down and this line that's not here down. I gotta continue this around. So I'm gonna start with this one. I'm gonna take this line right here. I'm gonna option copy it down to here. That gets me this line all the way around, which I want. Now, I need to break this. So I'm gonna take this one, put that back here. All right, I think that's it. If I get rid of this and this, and this, those are my inside faces. Back here, why did that went away? Copy this back over here.
Giving me a headache just watching.
I know. I don't really have a plan right this second.
I'm not going to say it's obvious, but it does seem...
Okay. No, look, I got it. There we go. Okay, so I could have done that a lot easier. I think I know how to do that in like 3 steps instead. So I'm going to back up to a couple.
I feel like I would have literally just copied the SketchUp logo over here, and then
I was thinking about that.
Filled in the front face, and then been done with it.
That's that would have been a great way to do this. All right, here's what I'm going to do instead. Watch this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to option copy it to right here. I'm going to slide it back 12 inches. Slide it this way 12 inches. Slide it down 12 inches. See where I'm going with this? Now I can use this as a cutter on this. So,
boom.
Unfortunately, neither of these seem to be solids, so that's going to be an issue.
It works so well.
Come on, man.
My mom always said it's the thought that counts.
I think I know what I'm doing. No, I got this. Watch this. So this is just going to come over to here. I'm going to get this part prepped. This part's going to come through to here. This part's going to come down to here. And this is going to go here and disappear completely. All right, so that is exactly what I want, for real. I'm not just saying that to make myself feel better about the way things are going. That is exactly what I want at this point. In fact, if I look at it right, I'm done. If I get my little guideline, my little box line covering up that piece. All right.
You're not done.
But I'm not done. I am not at all done. Okay, but if I take, I'm going to come in here now, just get rid of this piece right here because I don't need it. grab these three faces and reverse them and cut them. Now I'm going to come in here, edit, paste in place. So now I have those faces in there reversed. Now I can grab all this geometry, intersect face. Now what I should be able to do with a capital should is delete, 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 delete. And then get rid of this piece right up here. And now I can get rid of this geometry on the outside. Why did that? Oh, I lost a line here. Delete. Now it's just clean up. Now I just got to get rid of some. It's not clean up the extension because I don't have extensions, but you get what I'm saying. Awesome. Sometimes, but this. I'll be honest, like that was not how I had intended that to go, but I will say that is one of the things I like to do with SketchUp is figure out stuff in 3D space that I don't know how it's going to work. Cool. All right.
It's really what SketchUp is for me. More so than a design tool is a figure things out in 3D space. Not saying it's not supposed to be for design, but that's what I pretty much use it exclusively for.
There's primary and secondary functions to most tools. You can open a bottle with a hammer.
That's true. Okay.
All right, so follow me with this guy right here. And pre-design is did. Awesome. So what nope, can't copy it over. Oh, I thought maybe we could save ourselves with this one, but we got too much geometry we'd have to recreate. I'm going to grab this one, option copy it straight down to there. Grab another piece, option copy it down 12 inches. Get rid of the middle. All right. Whoop. I gotta go copy the right stuff. Grab my lines, my center curve that I've created. Come in here, put that here. I didn't put that out on the outside because I feel pretty good about where I gotta place it. So 12, 12, and now I can move it here, here. Whoa, that didn't move the right spot. Here, and then take a line out, take a line out, like that. So that piece is done, except for some chamfering. Grab these three pieces, offset these, 12, carry this line out like that. Push that all the way through. Intersect face with selection. Delete, delete, delete. Delete this. Oh, I got a little cling on there. Delete, delete.
Boom, boom.
Nope. Option delete. And with that, just gotta do a little chamfering, which we've done a few times already.
You're getting really good at this chamfer thing.
I don't want to be mistaken for somebody who knows what they're doing, but I've used follow me once or twice before. there. All right. Let's see, one more time. Starting this one here. 2. So this is actually a spot where I don't know what Fredo corner would do with this end right here. The way this is off like this. I'm not saying it won't work. I don't know. Anybody who out there has done this with Fredo corner, did this work okay, or do you have to do cleanup on these corners?
Nobody's answering.
Well, I did just ask the question. Like that, and then one more time. This one I can just actually pull back to here. And then intersect again. Ooh, and that's Style Builder, if I've ever seen it. That's Style Builder, right? Yeah, that's Style Builder.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some stuff. Delete. I'm sorry, Smell. You got to hang out for the whole thing, but you got to go now. All right, I'm gonna come in here now, and I'm gonna color this. Is it the right blue? That's the one. I have my Trimble blue loaded already because I have to use it for marketing materials. I'm being selective. I'm cutting corners. I'm only coloring the faces that face towards the camera. Oops.
It's looking good. So is the blue you picked, is it the actual
that is the official
color?
Yes. I have them saved because every time we do one of those promotional videos, like the come watch the live stream, and I have to put a background color in there, so I took all the official colors and saved them in here.
Nice.
Along with some
That's one of my favorite things about the Mac color picker.
It is nice. A lot of people have asked for that. Windows users have come back and said, how do I get an extension for that? Unfortunately, that's not a thing. All right. So with that, let's go to camera, go to parallel again.
Now, can you make it into a dynamic component where when you click on it, it launches that application?
I'm sorry, were you saying something, Jody?
Do you know what the RGB value is for that blue?
Yeah, I got that somewhere.
Somewhere?
There's a 5 in it, I think. I
don't know if it's the same color. I think, let me see. I think I know. I think I might have it written down here.
Slide these all over. This one's going to be...
I don't know if this is the same one. So I've got a 005596. Does that sound right? When I look at it, though, it looks lighter than yours.
Yeah, I can't say off the top of my head.
That's fine. It's fine.
I know where to find that information. That's what I should say. All right.
Colin is suggesting you set the background color to white. That way, it all
Oh, you got it. You were on the right page. Because if I come in here now, set that to pure white. Ooh, yeah. Oh, dang, this isn't pure white. I thought it was going to like seamlessly blend in.
So the color I've got for that almost white is F9, F9, F9.
That might be. There we go. All right, let's go to get rid of our axes. My spacing is not the same.
Legit. It's not the same, but it's close. It's close to the same.
Looks good from here. All right. All right. All right.
All right. All right. All right.
I think that's pretty darn good.
That's funner than the old red logo was to model.
Ugh. You could model a version of it very easily, but if you actually want it all to line up.
Oh, Cuddy has one more extra suggestion: is you need to turn off edges and profiles.
I did turn off profiles, but if I turn off edges,
you still have edges on.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, but I gotta hold up. I gotta set my shadows too.
Ooh.
I forgot what are the values?
Huh.
That works on white. I'll have to turn my background white. Real white. There we go. And then back at the styles. There we go.
Yeah, so the trick is that you can't see the bottom edge of the pre-design logo.
That little thing right there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't see, like, in the source image, there was a defining line for it, too.
What was there? Around here?
Uh-huh. I don't know. In the 3D warehouse model that we pushed already, it doesn't have anything. So I don't know.
Yeah, really what I should do too is so I have a couple spots where the back edge is popping through.
Oh, interesting.
So the best thing would be to set the insides of those all the inside faces to white also. That would help them to disappear more. But I mean, that's definitely 2D images derived from 3D geometry that look like the thing. Cool.
Well done. Looks good. Looks real good, man.
Thanks. Wow, you guys were talking a lot.
About you. It was all, we were just talking smack about you.
Hey, when did you guys get here? Okay, yeah. Carson's saying that, Cotty's pointing out that there were problems with round corner on those edges as well. So it did the same thing where I had a, looks like round corner was easier to clean up than Fredo corner. So sometimes doing it without extensions, you know, that little brute force, just using the standard tools is not so bad. Maybe something like that. Awesome. Well, I think we're there. We did what we said we were going to do. Well, let me ask you guys something. We're probably, for the time being, going to try to do this every couple weeks, so like twice a month. We may pick up from that next year. We'll see. But the plan for December is we won't do one of these next week, but we'll do it the week after. and then we'll take a little bit of time off for the holidays, and then we'll come back in January. I'll probably start another topic in the forum, asking for your input of how often we should do it, that sort of thing. Just we like to periodically check with you guys, see what your thoughts are. But in the meantime, knowing that we have one more to go this year, what should we model in 2 weeks? The last model of 2020. What should we do for our SketchUp Live? What's your guys' thoughts?
Big one. So it did come up earlier, and I don't remember if you have. Have you ever done a Gary building?
We did the Falling Water.
No, that's not. That's
that's right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Gary's stuff's all wonky and weird shaped.
Yeah, I don't think we have. No.
So that's a possibility.
That's an idea. Okay.
Actually said a dumpster fire. It sort of feels fitting for the year.
Bring 2020 to a close, and then we can not save it. Ooh. Oh.
Nice.
Model the whole thing with no saving, and if it blows up, that 2020 is over.
Those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it, though, Aaron. And I don't want to repeat it.
Okay, I don't either. I once was good. Christmas things, fireworks. I did have a couple other things I wanted to point out to you guys. One is the people over at SketchFab are having a contest right now. 21 Days of Christmas. I don't know where 21 came from. I guess just 3 weeks. But they're actually posting a challenge for every 21 days to be created in some form and posted on SketchFab. And I think it would be really awesome. Jody's got a link he can throw up. I think it would be so cool to see somebody win that thing with SketchUp models. So check it out. It's pretty cool. They just have like one word, like a lot of these challenges on social media. It's just a word or two per day to do a quick model of. I also think it's a good opportunity to practice SketchUp. If you could set aside half an hour, something like that every day to do the SketchFab model and submit it, it'd be a good way to, up your SketchUp skills the last month of the year.
Castle Grayskull. Ashley's throwing that out again.
I know. I would love to. But I know I can't do that in the appropriate amount of time because I'll spend 2 hours just modeling the teeth or something like that. I know me well enough to know that will be an all-consuming model for many, many, many hours. So maybe that'll end up being a personal one. You guys can come follow its progress over on Instagram or something, but probably not going to be a live model. It's just too good.
Fine.
I know. I'm just being real. I'm just keeping it real. That's what I do. Awesome. Did I have another reminder? I feel like
were you going to talk about fireside chat stuff again?
Oh, just so you guys know, we did move fireside chats over onto YouTube. So if you're looking for a place to do it without going and signing into Crowdcast, all 8 episodes are there in mostly their full glory. So I still have not watched them. I figure I contributed enough of my time. I'm good.
You lived them, man.
But we did have to edit one, and that was Chris Rosewarne's, because anybody who saw it live knows that he accidentally stopped broadcasting for his entire presentation. So we had to do a redo.
He still did his presentation.
He did it to himself.
We just weren't there anymore.
Yeah, so check that out. If you guys had any ones you wanted to go back and run through again, relive, it's on YouTube. So you got the simple YouTube slider. You can just kind of run through it. That way, if you got like a TV or something like that you want to watch it on too, it's a lot easier to watch YouTube video than loading up Crowdcast on your TV. So big SketchUp. Yes, Slugwar is saying Rodrigo rules. That was a fun one. I always enjoy hanging out with Rodrigo. Yeah, but for now, I think we're there. We got some input. I appreciate all these ideas. We'll figure something out. We'll do something. That's a guarantee. Something will happen. But yeah, I feel like for now, we are where we need to be to. And yeah, let's be done. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. It's been a lot of fun. I'm Aaron.
See you guys.
I'm
Jody.
Still Jody. We're still us. And we will see you next time in 2 weeks. Come back here in 2 weeks. We'll be right here at noon. And we'll see you then. Thank you very much, guys.
See you guys.